Hello and welcome to this Advanced Squad Leader solo playthrough. I'm Robin Reeve and we will be playing the fourth turn of SM8 without thought of numbers. So as said in previous video, we are in a quite difficult situation for the attacking forces, but nothing is ever lost in ASL. There's still, let's say, a mathematical possibility of winning, and I would love things just to, of course, balance better now, because I don't want that you spend a bad time seeing the situation go to its grinding end. If you have looked at my previous scenarios, you will have seen some situation where things were really solved in the last turn or even the last close combat phase, sometimes not. I believe here, yeah, I don't like when an attack plan doesn't work, or a defense. The defense works well, so I'm not siding with the Germans, but you know, they are now the underdog. I could analyze my tactical errors with the Germans, and I'm not sure I would be right in my analysis. Perhaps should they have pushed only on one side with a very weaker force just to interdict some reinforcements from the Americans, but it's complicated to tell why things went bad. Of course, there were also good or bad dice rolls, etc. I think this game offers a lot. This situation, this scenario offers quite a lot of tactical possibilities. Running straight ahead was not the worst idea, I believe. Anyway, rather than ponder, anyway, I'm with myself on this. Of course, other people will have much more brighter ideas and tactics than I. But I hope that nevertheless you're having some fun replaying a situation which seems to evolve towards what happened in reality. That means the Americans managed to stop the Germans. Of course, they managed to kill the Stuge, I think, with the anti-tank gun, which could now they cannot now. But yeah, okay. So let's throw the dice, see what happens with the wind, and try to overcome the situation from the German perspective. Yes. Yes. Analyze, adapt, overcome. That's tactics, and that's what ASL is mostly about. Okay, rolling the dice. Oh, okay. No, no effect. No effect. As there's no wind, wind would have turned to mild breeze if I had rolled a subsequent 5 or 6, but snakes with the 1, yeah, no. Okay, so rally phase, rally duties, who's broken, who could come up with a vengeance? Oh, really? Okay, we'll already try um, to self-rally runner here who only, yeah, he needs a 3 because he's not in a bonus terrain. So +4, +1 for self-rally. Okay, nothing happens. And I won't try to self-rally the little guys here. The only guys who could self-rally are the conscripts here. Oh no, we have here. Oh, sorry. We have yeah, even battle-hardened units. So we need an 8 or 7 actually. Oh, they got up. They got up. So there we are. We have tough guys. That's all. We remove the DMs. And off we go to the prep fire phase. I already will reduce the strength of the smoke here. Well, well, well. Those people here are stuck quite a lot. Yes. My idea as a German and afterwards I'll see what the Americans do. But this Stugay can move up to here. Of course, we'll have to cross Bocage. Oh, sorry, what happened? I don't know. That was a strange combination of, let's see, does it work like this? Okay, there was a strange combination of key of keys. My hand was on the keyboard, so I don't know what happened. I'll test that in another time to see what happens, because I never saw the board zoom with just the keyboard combination. Anyway, so what we're trying to do here, I think, is to bring the Stugay about here, pivot it so it can cover at least those two places. It's perhaps too long term, and unfortunately couldn't move there because it would really be nice, but crossing Bocage costs half the MP. So as you see, there's one just to come here, half MP plus terrain. No, it's impossible. But it always will be, already will be something positive. So my no, not false grenadiers, but my Sturmtruppen here are in a very well protected place, but they cannot fire out very well. So I don't really know what we could do though. What do we have here? What do we have here? I believe those anyway won't. Yeah, they won't be able to move out here because yeah, the Stugay cannot launch any smoke. Okay, so those people are vulnerable to those. Okay, so yeah. Well, not so. Let's see. Oh yes, it avoids smoke. So let's see what we can do. Would they? Could they just try to blast away, or perhaps it could be interesting just to move? The problem is there's a fire group with those people. Those both have a hero who has 2 FP and -2, so it's as if there was no protection. This is not simple, ladies and gentlemen. So you know crossing here is really suicide. So, and anyway, where do you go afterwards? You see, it's really, really hard. So, this is a rule of thumb that I use even against myself, is when you hesitate between moving or firing, move. ASL is a game of movement, right? Okay, so there we go. So no prep fire, actually. There we are. So the Stugay starts. 1. That said, and crossing here costs 6.5, 7.5. So that's 8.5, and I'm rolling for bog. Okay, quite sure there's nothing here to see. So let's just see the bog. Normal ground pressure +1, so it goes up to 8. We mustn't reach 12, okay? High ground, okay, ordnance, soft, no deep snow, it's fully tracked, no truck type, no blah 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 blah. So only +1 actually, yes. Yeah. So no bog. So there they come. 1 and 7.5, of course 6.5 for the half and 1 for the open ground. So that's 8.5, and they'll try now to place a smoke dispenser. As you can see, it's 7. They are buttoned up, so they need a 6. It works! There we are. Disperse smoke in this place. This always can help. So 9.5, 10.5. Yeah, the acquisition is lost, yeah. And I'll stop there, because if I move, it would be, let's see, 11, 12, no, okay. There we are. And stop and delay for the rest. There's no anti-tank possibility, possible thing here. I'm wondering, because I only have those little guys here, it could be intelligence. No, it will. Yeah, this is a dilemma. No, I think we'll do things in a rather cool way, calm way. So here we advance 1, 2, 3, assault move, of course. And I believe that the elite guys here, which are not concealed yet. Anyway, here I'll already move, assault move here, 1. They remain concealed, of course, even if they were running. Okay, and the other squad and the leader one after the other. Okay, the Americans won't first fire because they want to fire on that target. The question is, could the 548 come here? But I don't think it's very useful. Just it will be stuck in the open, and those guys are very good just moving because it would move 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's not good, but okay, non-assault move. That's really bad. What do we have here? Okay. Yeah, they'll try. Of course, it costs 4 now, perhaps, yeah, but at least they have the smoke. So they're non-assault moving, just 1 hex. And of course, the paratroopers here won't refrain from firing at them. 6 plus 1 for their CX. Plus 1 for the smoke, plus 2 for the smoke, minus 1 for no. So it's 6 plus 2. No, no effect. And there's just 1 FP 6, yeah, because of the CX, which reduces the residual fire as an exterior factor. So those little guys will 1, 2, CX, 3, 4, 5. They're moving away from the paratroopers, of course. It's always dangerous. Okay, here we come. As you see, the Germans don't have a lot, great latitude of movement. So now defensive fire phase will remove the residual, and there we go. So we're using everybody in a fire group, not using the leaderships, but the heroes effect. So we have against those people here. So we have 7, 7, 9, 7, 8, 9, and the machine gun 13, and here 9, that's 22, which is reduced to 11. That means 8. 8 against concealed, that's the thing, but minus 2 because of the heroes. So 8 flat can be devastating. Yeah. Okay, normal morale check. Yeah, that's a loss of concealment, but perhaps not as awful. So Pfeiffer pins, that's bad news. Won't help his men. So the first squad breaks, second one, oh, goes wild. Ben Hardens, so already this one goes down and downstairs, and the other one has no DRM because it's second line. Sorry, there we are. 9. Ooh, that looks like some berserk shit. Sorry, I'm being yeah, 11. Ouch. Okay, Zerkers, that's not the best news because yeah, it's not awful because it's not during movement, because otherwise they would have charged like madmen. But still, it's really a handicap. It's not a blessing to become berserk in this circumstance. It's not a good thing. Anyway. So, of course, adjacent here with the machine gun, the house squad will try to fire. So 8 plus 5, that's another another ratio. Okay, rough kept, let's go again. Okay, rough kept, no effect, and no effect. Oh, but rough kept still. Yeah, so they're blasting away for nothing. Oh, out it goes because of low ammo shortage. Ammo shortage. Okay. This gun will simply pivot. No, not this, in this direction. There, here, lose its concealment, no problem, but now it can cover this place. Okay. I think that's all for the Americans. They are not many either. And we have the advanced fire phase. So, starting with Zerkers here. They'll fire. What? How does it work? That thing. Okay, so I'm putting it here and putting those guys up. Oh, yeah, it works like that. Okay, 4 plus 3 against Murray. Okay, that was expected to be expected, and the Stuge will, yeah, fire on Murray or North. All are interesting, but I think those are more interesting. So. Hardly possible to hit, so it's just an area target type fired. Well, now we have to calculate. So, bounding fire, etc. It's advancing fire phase. It's 5 for a non-turreted, plus 1 for the button up. So we have 2 plus 6, that's 8. I needed a 7, so it's an improbable hit. So let's roll a DR. Oh, it's, I think, let's see, I think it's a miss. Yes, unfortunately, the Germans didn't have the little miracle they needed, so it's a 4-6 is a miss. But it was interesting, wasn't it? So no critical hit or either, but we can still nevertheless place our acquisition here. The idea is that if those units here are wiped out or chased away, units advancing here will be in less dire straits, as they say. Here it will be quite stupid to fire here because we have 4 FP plus MG, so 4 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, that's really not very rational. We don't want to attract snipers. Wait away, who fired the 2? It was the German, so no sniper. Of course, there we are. Route face, I don't think there are any. Oh yes, we have those poor wretches here who will, they will low crawl here anyway. There we are. That's all I think for. Yeah, okay. Advance phase. Of course, we'll put everybody in that bag just to, and I'm placing the illegal thing here. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, advance. No advance for Zerkers. The prisoner guards won't move either. So really, it's becoming micromanaging. Okay, nearly a role-playing game. Remember some, I think it was an ASL news or some old scenarios. You had some scenarios with 2 half squads. So here we are, close combat phase. So no DRMs for the ambush on either side. So the Germans 4 and the American 5. So normal close combat. So the Germans attack 7 to 3, 2 to 1, and the 337. Well, we'll attack just the half squad. 3 to 2. Okay. So 2 to 1. We need a 7 because it's already casualty reduces the half squad. So let's see the German. Okay, they miss, and the American, they succeed. Well, Well done. Well done to the paratroopers. Oh, I see that I placed a neutral smoke there. Anyway, it doesn't change it a lot because anyway, you know. There we are, the melee is there. It could prevent Murray from firing into the hex actually, so it's not so bad for the Germans. There's always a good side to find in things. There we are, removing all pins. Okay, and who is now concealed? Here, quite certainly. And we'll place it over everybody because the guards share the same situation. Those are out of LOS of those. I'll just check it, but I'm nearly sure. I shouldn't be nearly sure they're in LOS, so yes, okay. Plus, yeah, so no way to conceal. That's really bad news. Oh, miscalculated. I thought they would avoid, but the building here. Let me check again. Really, it's hard to believe. No, it's not hard to believe. It's just, yeah, no, it's no, it's okay. This is very disappointing, mein Herr. Okay, there we go for the American turn. Let's see for the wind. Cuckoo. There we are. Rally face on the Germans. We have here this runner who can try to rally this time. Needs a 7. No, and no other. Prep fire from the Americans. Well, I think they could be very wise just to move to skulk away. Yes, we don't need. So Murray will assault. Oh, let me see. No prep fire. That's what I meant. Movement phase again. So here we move. Here we move also, because if they go down the valley, they'll be CX. Those little guys simply move downstairs out of LOS. So depriving the Germans from any possible interesting targets. Well, yeah, I could have fired, but that wouldn't be very interesting. So I should have, but anyway. And what are those guys doing? I think it's better just that they could, you know, sow some discord here, but they're better off just shifting positions and making things complicated for the Germans. So 1, 2, 3. I leave the wall advantage. It's mandatory, so it's not an obligation. So it's an assault move here. There we are. And that'll be all the movements. So let's just shift slightly to the right here so I can change to defensive fire phase. So firing HE, of course. Here we'll fire just to flip the acquisition with the Stuge. The 347. No, nobody has any more. Yes, those have, but you know. Oh, let's go for it anyway. You know, 8 plus 5 because of the smoke, plus 3 plus 2 for the bocage. 8 plus 5, really, and they cover. So yeah, case closed. There we are. Advanced fire phase. So here, no, 8 plus 5 in the other. No, you're not even doing that. That's stupid. Route phase, there's none. Oh, I forgot to remove the DM here. There's no route. Advanced phase, so here we are again. What could we... No, it's good to place the same people at the same place, I believe. Up there. Let's move there. We must, you know, have the Germans just give some work to the Germans. And here The big question is, what should I do? But I think moving here could be interesting. I have the wall advantage because those cannot. They have an enemy in their heads, so that's not too bad. I keep the gun now there because I could also divert the half squad, but well, why not? I'm just wondering if I'm obsessed. For the tank could come back, but you know, it's not. No, the time is running out. So there they advance. Close combat phase goes on here. 3 to 5 is less to 1 to 2, so it's 1 to 4. I think they need something like a 3. Let's see. 1 to 4 they need a 3, and 5 to 3 is 3 to 2. Yes. 6. Okay, so the Americans fire first. Okay, and the German. Oh, so they kill them. But there's a leader generation here. Let's see the table, because it was an original 2 on CCDR. So -1, base unit, no, broken. Okay, so -1, and it's 1 DR. Okay, let's see. Whoops. Goes up to down to 2, so it's an 8-0 here. I must fish one out now. An E80. Okay. Let me see. There we are. I'm calling him the man. Fun. It's of nothing because as we see, the Americans failed. But now the Germans could have decided not to kill the Americans and just to withdraw, but they infiltrate. But I think they are in a nice place here. And with Man, I don't know if he helps a lot. He can help just to run, of course. So the Germans win upon controlling building. Oh, what did I say? What Z3? I put 7-3. Oh, okay, you understand. Okay, it's the church. So I'm not sure they'll be able to. I'm quite sure they won't. But at least we are in a situation where there's some rock and roll fun. Okay. So we're done with CCF. Remove the unexisting pins. Those guys here conceal. Those don't. No concealment for anybody else. And we go on to the rally phase of the German turn. Oh, I wonder what's going to happen. Really, this is amusing. This is fun. Even if things are not very positive for the Germans. But, you know, it's having those little events like that close combat that turned strangely into a leader generation, etc., which makes the game so wonderful. I know that most of you who are looking at this video, you share the same type of enthusiasm for the quality of ASL. And again, I know, I'm quite sure, and here and there I make errors, but yeah, I hope I didn't miss too much here. Anyway, there we are on the road, hitting the road to go further. So see you in the next video, episode 5, where we'll see if the Germans manage to blast their way through the American lines. Hooray! And bye-bye.